Yeah, I tell you, it's been a challenging start, but just really pleasing that we were able to hang on tough in the last quarter, and win the battle of the inside stuff that we really set ourselves for this week. And we should probably try to do that every week, and we do. But tonight, the boys, to their credit, the one thing they wanted to do was make sure they were hard enough when it counted.
Do you remember a more brutal game of footy?
Oh, probably in the last 3 weeks have been pretty brutal. We've had some challenges. We've had Freo over there, and we got a great side get after us last week. So our boys have been put through the ringer a little bit early. That's going to hold them in really good stead, though. It's going to make them stronger and harder and ready to play.
What was your feelings there when North hit the front late? It looked like they had all the momentum.
Oh, that's what I was really proud about. That, and the boys, they're in Melbourne, they're travelling. It's hard to do. It's playing a quality side, great team, and you've got to dig the deepest you can possibly dig. And we knew that it was big stakes for us. Our start of the season was going to be pretty tough.
What do you think this first really tough month is going to be able to provide throughout the year in the long haul?
Oh, look, we hope it holds us in really good stead. You hear the good sides always talk about playing against the best opposition is great for you. It gets you there and it gets you ready to keep playing strong footy. The damage is sometimes what you have to deal with, and you have to be able to ride it out, and you have to just find a way to get a win. And to the boys' credit, they did that tonight.
What's the damage on Ollie Lyons?
Oh, it'd be significant, I think. He's off the hospital. I would suggest he's got either dislocated, perhaps fractured wrist, arm. We won't really know, but an extended time on the sidelines, and he's been outstanding for us in his 2 and a bit years at the footy club. So when he came off with a sore arm, I knew there was something serious because Ollie don't come off.
Well, this would be his first real significant injury.
He hasn't missed a game in his 2 and a bit years. It's quite incredible what he's been able to do, but he'll get those challenges throughout his career. He'll bounce back. He'll work really hard at his rehab, and he'll get back as soon as possible. And you know what? As soon as he's ready, we'll play him.
How confident were you with Mitchell lining up there that he iced the game?
Mitch is what you love about Mitch is what he's going to bring, and he's going to work really hard. And he's going to. There's not. Look, it's a little unfair. Him, Lobes, 1 or 2 others really work hard at their game every day at the footy club, and that's what I'm really proud about, that Mitch came in and took his chances tonight and stood up for us. I think the thing that was really pleasing for me is that he went to Gibson, who had 20-21 at half time, and held him to 7 touches in the second half. I think that's the key thing for us. It was about the defence that he was able to do. The goal was a pat in the back for his defensive work, I reckon.
The inside stuff you talked about is really good. What about the other area, the inside fitness, the forward entries? They didn't look like the traditional entries still did that.
I think you're maybe just a touch off the mark there, because the numbers that we were able to score reasonably well going inside tonight, and we're playing against a good side. We were challenged ourselves. Fast track, it's a really hard track, hard to even hold it up sometimes, Jasper. That's what happens. You play at Etihad, it's sometimes harder to hold it up. But I thought when we had our chance, I was really pleased with Schultz, 6 tackles, just defended really hard for us, and funny, got a reward.
The other one I liked was the younger players. They seemed to be up to it. They didn't seem frazzled at all.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, Crack's not a young player. He's been around a lot, but I know what you mean. He's just come back to the game, and I think it was pleasing for him to be out there and compete like he did. Youngish been really strong right through, and he's one of those blokes that always just sits on the fringe a little bit, and you just got to make his place, And I said that to him after the game tonight, that Youngie, Ollie's going to go down for a little while. We're looking for a big body mid. Here's your turn to take it and own it. So hopefully he does that. And Arch was really pleased. Didn't he just go at the ball when he come on the ground, and that's what he's done all summer, and that's why he got a game, and good luck to him.
Chance to prove that you're the knockers wrong. I mean, they'll put a stone in a circle, but Ken, that maybe have been found out.
Oh no, they're entitled to. We 0 and 2. That's what happens. What I loved is our supporters didn't read into that. You watch them here tonight. They've travelled over. Last week at Adelaide and even in Freo. Port Adelaide Army, they stuck. That's what I really like. That's what good footy clubs do. They actually hang on and they understand. They look there and they don't get tricked by what's getting written or said. If they're a good group of supporters, which ours are, they'll sit there and look at that and say, that's a tough start to the season. Our boys have played really well in all bar one half of footy, probably. Even Sydney, 2-3 minutes before half-time, scores were a goal in it. So they had a half where they would be disappointed.
Does that apply to the players as well, in terms of that belief? And do you think there was ever a flicker of doubt over the last quarter or so for them? Some teams might have got to know them a little bit better.
Oh, no, I think but they do need confirmation. I think that's really important. You do need confirmation, and you know, we know that, you know, we've lost the games. We haven't been up tonight. The confirmation was for them, if they can get it done on the inside, that, you know, they're a strong side and they'll play out games. But this competition's so tough. It's week in, week out. You know, we phone up again next week. We get Hawthorn. Well, you know, ready to go again, boys.
You indicated before, has the physicality gone up a notch in footy this year? There's been a heavy toll of injuries already.
Well, certainly in our games, we've felt as if that the sides have been really up for our games, and we've been really up back at them. We hope, and you know, that's you know, if you look at last year's ladder, that's the top sides at the end of the year playing against each other, and you're always going to bring the energy, and if you don't, you get beat, and that's the key thing for us, is that we have to be able to do that.
Do you still have the same confidence late in games that you have a reputation for running over the opposition in the last quarters?
We lost this game last year, same round, I reckon, nearly in the last quarter. The Kangaroos overrun us. Well, tonight the score was level in the last quarter, you know, and you know, they'd had an injury, we'd had an injury. It was significant, but at the end of the day, I think they're an elite team and they run hard, and we're a hard running team. We don't shy away from that comment. I know some people don't like it, but it's fact. That's the way we have to play. Yeah, it means getting harder. That's what it means, you know, and we've made a brave decision tonight. We left Kane out of the side, basically managing him through the season. Now we get an opportunity to put Kane back out there next week fresh at his age and stage. That's a positive for us. The Magpies, they were fantastic again today. They had a strong win. You know, we've got Moore, I'm trying to think of the names just off the top of my head that played in that game. Moore and Cleary, O'Shea, I'm just rattling them off as we go. I'm sure I've missed 2 or 3 others that have played really strong football for us. Paul Stewart was another who was emergency last week. So we've got some good depth of big bodies that can come in and help us if we need them. Lobes is a look. I always just tell the facts. The facts are, Lobes will be tested mid next week. We are hopeful, but we're not guaranteed. And if he's any doubt, we just quads. I've seen him turn into 8 and 10 and 12-week injuries, and we just won't go there with Lobes. He's really important to our footy club. Oh no. No, I think it's good. You know, we trained really hard last week. We had a really strong contested possession session on Wednesday, and you know, we challenge ourselves to play, because that's what you've got to be able to do it week in, week out, and that's really important. And you've got to be able to do it from during the week as well. Otherwise, you just lose your edge a little bit. And our boys can't afford to lose their edge.
What was your take on Thompson versus Schultz? A couple of decisions there, grappling. Schultz maybe got a couple. Finally, some reward there.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get the best run, I should say. I don't ever worry about umpires, because I think it's a bad thing to do. But I think we've seen probably a little bit of both ends tonight. I thought there was a couple down against us that maybe went against us too. In a one-on-one contest, I think most people are saying that we'd like to see big bodies being able to fight and wrestle and go at it and let the stronger man win if that's the way it has to be. But you know, you certainly got to umpire within the rules, and I think the umpires, you know, tried to do that tonight.
Broadbent was terrific tonight. Can he play that role all the time now, or will opposition teams stop that?
Oh no, he does. He plays that position for us every week. I think Pittard again was strong for us down there with their relaunch and stuff that they provide us. But Broady does that. Everyone in our team's got a role to play, and they just have to play it to the best of their ability. You're not all going to have a great night. You know, we've had blokes who haven't had, you know, great games, but tonight we've had some blokes bounce back into some good form.
Monfrey's could have blazed away, but saw Mitchell left.
He's a team first player. That's what I love. You know, he plays for the team. He plays roles himself that he has to cover off other players, and he does it really well. Gus normally is pretty good when it comes to looking after the team. Typical of any forward, though. They can all get a little bit, there's the post, I'm having a crack at it, but, you know, key moment, and I love key moments. Key moments make the difference, and that was one of them.
I know it's very early in the week and you haven't done your review, but anything that stood out that you need to tidy up ahead of next week?
Oh, there's lots. There's still lots to do. I mean, but that's the good thing about these games for us, is we actually get tested against the absolute cream of the crop, and we have to look at the game really hard, and we have to say we can't just go, just because we got rid of that bloke Owen and Tui, we don't want to be there. We've got to realise that we've got to get something out of this game, not just the 4 points that are going to make us better for the whole of the season. We'll try to do that.
Koshy's been tweeting from Istanbul. You haven't shared text messages or anything?
No, not yet, but it's good that he's got contact with us, and he's having a look. He's been fantastic for our football club, David, and we know that, and he's got some jobs to do over there, but he'll be back soon. Thank you.